Good morning, guys. Can you hear me? All right, let's see what we have here. So I did some portfolio rebalancing yesterday. I covered a bunch of shorts, went some long some. I covered Apple and Tesla, for example. I got shaken out of GBTC midday, and then I got back in when it broke the high, so a little bit earlier. Just a weird, annoying shakeout, but it is what it is. Yeah, I know Kodak is Kodaking. Let's see. Why was Sohu up yesterday on big volume? Oh, okay. And that's why it's up. Apple I covered yesterday. No, it looks like it's gapping down. They report in 2 days. Okay, let's see here. Nothing. Okay. Roku, I bought some. Yes, we added yesterday to my position. Looks like it's gapping down right now. BA went short. This one is gapping down. I went long some Wayfair. Went long some Square. Looks like it's gapping down too a little bit. Well, JD, I'm long. I got shaken out midday. I kind of put my stop too tight. It's my own fault. But I re-longed it. It looks good. CCL, I'm short since yesterday. Looking good. Very weak. Couldn't bounce. Went long some Peloton. LAC, wow, this thing is having some nice momentum now. Let's see if we can get to 10 bucks on that one. Riot and Mara closed weak, but now they're closing, or so it looks like they're opening higher. And GBTC is about unchanged pre-market, I think. And mRNA had more insider sales. It looks pretty decent on the 60-minute chart, but man, I don't know about that one. Tesla bounced perfectly off the rising 20-day, built, this is what I talked about yesterday too, these higher lows right off the 20-day. And then it had a squeeze, you know. I should have, I covered some when it took out the Friday's highs, and I covered the rest when it took out the intraday highs. But yeah, the warning signs were there. Yeah, there's mass insider selling in mRNA, has been for months. No, I didn't sell any LAC yet, not a single share. Guys, my stop is always lows of the entry day. Please watch my pinned video on Twitter. Please watch my pinned video on Twitter. This Kodak may be a short. It's up 270%. I don't know. Run and VSLR. Yeah, they are violating trend, the 20 EMA on the 60-minute chart again. Absolutely. They are. Yeah. Wow, small caps are very strong here. Can I enter AMD? No, I can't. Why would I enter AMD here? There's no technical setup there. Makes no sense. I took a starter short on this Kodak. 100,000 shares. Peloton is following it through from yesterday. That's nice. JD is not following through. Square is so far not following through. Wayfair is not following through yet. Roku is not following through. Only one is following through. Hard fill on the short on Kodak? What are you talking about? Extremely easy fill. It's super liquid. It's really, really, really liquid. And no SSR. Oh, back when it was a 5-cent stock? Well, 5-cent stocks are usually very hard to trade. Guys, Shopify has earnings tomorrow. I don't think it's a buy here. One, there's no technical setup. Two, there's earnings. Like, I'd rather buy it on earnings. Oh, 5 cents. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that 5-cent rule was dumb. That was stupid. I remember that. I'm thinking about re-longing BNTX, honestly. It's been building higher lows and had some news. This thing keeps having good news flow. I don't know. Thinking about re-longing it. Okay, Kodak didn't break down yet. It's at VWAP again. Let's see if it gets rejected again or if it reclaims. So far it failed on VWAP. Kodak, that is. Trying to get in on BNTX, but damn, that thing just doesn't fill me. I should have just been more aggressive. Whatever. LAC, You know, I'll probably start selling some soon, maybe in a couple of bucks. I have really high price target on this LAC. I think it could go to 10 plus easily. So I'm gonna chill out with it. I'm gonna try to hold it for a little bit longer. No, Beely was a good setup 2 days ago when it bounced off the 50-day. Right now, there's absolutely nothing here. It's just in the middle of a range. It's up 3 days in a row. I mean, or well, not really. It's up 2 days in a row, but absolutely not a good setup. But it had a good setup 2 days ago for those of you who like to buy dips. Okay, mRNA is following through on those insider buys, or sells, I mean, sorry. All right. No, I'm gonna use yesterday's highs as the stop for my short. I only got filled 15,000 BNTX so far. I wanted 25,000. Let's see if it dips a little bit more. I really want to get another 10,000 shares on it. Peloton is following through nicely. I have 31,000 shares from yesterday. I'm gonna sell a couple of thousand shares right here. I'm up almost 4% on it. Gotta lock in some here. Okay, Square is now starting to move. Took out yesterday's highs. Nice. Roku not looking too good. Okay, Kodak stopped out of. I got stopped out of partial, 2/3 of my shares. If it doesn't fall back very soon, I'm gonna get stopped out of. Okay, I'm all out now. It looks strong. This thing may want to go to 15 or something. The fuck? I didn't get. Really? Oh man, I didn't get filled. Oh fuck, that sucked. I lost 93k on Kodak. That was a nice. Not a nice way to start the day. Oh well. Shit happens. this save one keeps hitting this lower trend line with a series of lower highs. I covered it yesterday before the close. It really never broke down the way CCL and BA did, but I'm thinking about reshorting it. Okay, BNTX, I got filled a little bit more. I have 20,000 shares now. I think I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna add more. It's not really a super great setup, but I'm thinking, it's a hot sector. Oh, mRNA is really going higher. Net had an upgrade. It looks okay, I guess. Not really super excited about it. NVAX keeps grinding higher. BA reports tomorrow. I think it's after the close. So I'm not really super excited about holding it into the earnings app. So yeah, okay, they report before the market tomorrow. Oh, okay, yeah. I'm gonna cover it. I don't wanna hold it into earnings. I'm covering BA. Taking a $10,000 profit on it. Man, this IGV, man, I got suckered in yesterday. Fuck, it was a suckers rally. Oh boy. Yep, it was a sucker's rally because now these things, now the 20-day is resistance on the daily chart that it can't reclaim. The past several times it reclaimed immediately, but now it's rallying into it and getting rejected. That's yeah, I'm gonna get stopped out of everything. I'm gonna get stopped out of all my longs. This sucks. Not a very smart move from my part. That was stupid. Yandex? This is very stretched and there's no base here. There's no setup. It's just a stretch stock, you know. At least wait for the 20-day to catch up. Minimum. Oh, Roku, I got stopped out of yesterday's ad. Piece of shit. Let's see how much slippage I had. Wait, I sold everything? No. Oh, what an idiot. I accidentally sold all of my shares. I even sold the core that I was long from like 130s. That's stupid. Whatever. What's a day without the fat finger trade? What can I say? There's no BNTX. I got stopped at. I should just stop trading. I'm doing everything wrong. I got suckered in yesterday on the suckers rally. I knew better. I knew better. Right now it feels my longs are not working and my shorts are not working. It's that time of the year, I guess. So between BNTX and Kodak, I'm down 150k today. Not a great start to the day. We'll see. This NIO is building higher lows. It undercut the 20-day, but it's building higher lows. And it looks like it wants to reclaim. It needs maybe, you know, later in the week, if it starts reclaiming that 12-20 area, then it will get above both the 20 and the 10-day. And this Fastly, man, if it can go sideways another, say, week or so, it's gonna be a 5-star setup for next week or later this week. Probably next week. This thing is just not going lower. It's building higher lows. It's one of the strongest stocks in the market right now. They just can't take it lower. And Tesla is stuck in the channel on the 60-minute chart. This 1550 area on the upside and 1480 area on the downside ish. Again, I'm watching it. Hopefully it can go sideways here for a couple of days, and then I'll be watching for an upside breakout or for a downside breakdown again. Tesla is a great stock to trade the ranges. Baba. Yeah, maybe for tomorrow or something. It looks great. It looks good. It looks good. It's a slower stock, but it's just surfing the 20-day. It found support, and if it can break over this low mid 250s later this week or next week, you know, it's great. It's building higher lows. It's a very strong stock. Yeah, it's a good one. Slower one though. Slow but good. Yeah, Fmci. I was watching it yesterday, this trend line break in the mid 14s, but I never bought it. I thought the volume was so low. And then obviously big volume came in into the close. Nvidia is also setting up nicely. Kodak keeps going. I guess I shorted the one that the one gapper that's the strongest. Could have shorted Fran on SPP or SPPI instead. Okay. Hopefully it goes to 15. Kodak 765 million. Oh, wait, what? Oh, I didn't see the. Oh, okay. I didn't really see the number. That is true. That's like before the gap, that's like 9 times market cap. Holy shit, that is big. Oh my god. I didn't see that. Oh, why couldn't you guys said something earlier? I didn't realize. Like, I thought Kodak was like a billion-dollar company or something, not like a $90 million company. Oh, you did? Yeah, but I mean, like near the open. Oh, actually, wait. 948. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're right. There's so many people writing in the first 30 minutes. Like, I miss a lot of that. If I would ever consider shorting like Netflix right now, I don't see a setup on Netflix. I don't see a setup. Where's the setup? Unless there is a setup, I don't trade. I think there's a lot of good setups building here in the markets. Like there's so many in the growth stocks. There's just so many. Now obviously, so far, like the ones that broke out yesterday are not having that much follow through, except for Peloton. And obviously the Roku stopped me out. But hey, look, the longer the base builds, it's still building higher lows. Okay. Like if this thing breaks out for tomorrow, for example, I'm gonna get in. Like I got stopped out of 18,000 shares today. I fat fingers sold my core also. That wasn't like the greatest thing ever. But hey, if it starts breaking out tomorrow, I'll buy 30,000 shares of this thing. I'm gonna go big. This thing looks good. It couldn't dip when the market dipped. Building higher lows, just coming out of a year-long base pretty much. I mean, it looks good. Especially if IGV can reclaim the 20-day. Yeah, Dantes is tweeting tweeting every day about LAC. Hey, let's keep the pump alive. But even if half of what he writes is true, why can't LAC legitimately go to double digits? Like, really? Okay, so Tesla bounced off the lower end of this range again, and now it's, you know, we'll see in a couple of days, like if it can build there between like 1480 and 1540, that would be great. The move is gonna be big. Either way it breaks, it's gonna be big. I think 300-500 points in either direction is possible. I don't like the price action in BE going into earnings. The whole sector is kind of weak now. Fuel cell broke down. BLDP is so far trying to bounce off the 50-day. Plug is kind of building a little sluggish little flag here with lower highs. We'll see how BE closes. Like if it closes weak, I'll size down on it. I don't want to risk anything into earnings. I still have most size. I still have about 80% of my size. I'm gonna probably size down. We'll see. Fastly. I don't know. It's building higher lows. It's, you know, I don't know. I think it needs more time to build a more of a base here. I think the 50-day needs to catch up. PDD. No, PDD is not a long setup here. It was a long setup on this day. If you're a dip buyer, when it bounced off the 50-day, it needs to go sideways a bit more and break this trend line here. There's no setup here. Nugget, where? There's no setups here. UAL, it's actually trying to reclaim the 50-day. It has a nice range. Like it actually look like on a weekly chart, if it breaks this 34 area or something, you know, this thing could go back to 40, 45 or something. I don't know. It looks pretty strong. Okay, CCL is bouncing. BA is already bounced. Closed it. CCL. Let's see. RCL. I don't know. They're just not breaking down. These cruise lines and airlines. They just refuse to break down. Gotta wait some more for them to build bases. But yeah, UAL looks intriguing. Does look intriguing. Yeah, PII looks interesting. Very good chart. Slower type of stock, but you know, opening range highs was the entry. It was very choppy intraday though, but it looks decent. NIO looks decent. I mean, they're not going away. Like, I think as long as the leaders, these software leaders look intact, we're gonna be fine. And most of them look like they look pretty damn good. A lot of them, or most of them do look pretty damn good. Okay, Mara and Riot looks like they're shaping up. At least Mara. GBTC looks like a beast. This is a longer term hold for me. I think this thing could go though. Like Bitcoin is just starting its breakout. Bitcoin could easily go up 50% over the next few weeks. And in that case, GBTs is gonna go to like 20 or high teens. All right, CCL. If it reclaims the 20 EMA, I'm gonna get rid of it. It's failing the breakdown. We'll see how it acts. I'm not super excited about it. It's starting to get back close to my entry. I don't like that. That was a big winner on yesterday. I was up over 100k on it at one point, or almost 100k. Okay, I'm gonna sell some PE here. I'm selling down on PE. I still have 2/3 of my shares, but it looks like it's gonna close below the 10-day. And yeah, they have earnings tomorrow, so I'm just lightening down. My cost basis on this thing is way lower. 965, so it's way lower. I'm still up 57% on it, but I just want to protect in case it gaps down on earnings and stuff like that. Stuff like that. The CS looks good too. I'm gonna add to this position later this week or next week if it keeps building higher lows and then starts breaking out. It looks great. Oh guys, do you know what car I saw today? Holy shit. I saw a really cool car nearby where I live. Polestar 2. I saw the Polestar 2. I think it's all electric. Or is it a hybrid? I saw this car. I think it's fully electric. Yeah, it's fully electric. I've never seen one before. Pretty cool looking. Now, if they can make an SUV, like if Polestar would make an SUV, that would be great because this design is great. If you can just make a little bit bigger and bulkier, I would buy it. I would buy it. Yeah, it's Polestar is a division of Volvo, so it kind of looks like a Volvo, but they're like fully electric and stuff like that. Yeah, they look really. It looks really cool. Only thing I don't like about it is the bezels on the screen. It looks like 90s. That's kind of stupid. I don't know why it looks like this. Why can't they make thin bezels? That's weird. Otherwise, it looks great. And I'm gonna get my BMW X5M on Friday. I made the payment now and just waiting for delivery. So that's exciting. When you buy a Swedish car, it's considered racist? Really? Why? Yeah, the X5 is way better, of course. Why can't BMW make fully electric cars? What the fuck are they waiting for? I would like to have a fully electric X5M or X5 or whatever it would be called. Some of these wheat stocks are getting momentum. CGC and Tilray. Okay, so Twitter found support on the rising 10-day. Like if it can go sideways here for another 3 to 5 days, build some higher lows, let the 20-day catch up, there's gonna be a great setup on it. Even though breakouts, yeah, okay, IGV, you know what? I was maybe a little bit frustrated like an hour ago, or not an hour ago, 30 minutes ago. I think we're gonna go higher. Like this IGV just keeps building higher lows. I think it's a matter of time before it reclaims the 20-day and breaks out and goes like low mid 300s. I just see so many software internet related stocks. They're just so strong. Building higher lows. They can't go down. Oh, Mara, nice. Hopefully get $2 today. And Riot, I would love to see 350s or something today. Oh my god, GBTC. Okay, I need to sell a little bit. I need to sell some. I'm up 70k on this GBTC from yesterday. I'm gonna sell a tiny bit. Exactly, they are Chinese at heart. Yeah, they own Volvo. Yeah, wheat stocks are in range. Yeah, yeah, APH. Yeah, exactly. APAH. APHA had a setup on the 13th of July, and then they had another setup yesterday. Yeah, you are right. But I'm not really. I don't know. It's kind of hard to buy it if only like one stock in the sector is running, right? Because when APHA broke out like here and here, none of the other wheat stocks were running. Like CGC and Tilray are like kind of they weren't doing anything. Today they are breaking out, obviously, or trying to break out. Actually, CGC is trying to reclaim the 200-day. Not my type of setups, especially since I really don't see any exciting catalyst or anything. So I'm not really gonna trade them. Fran, okay, and Kodak. Kodak looks like it's holding VWAP again. Lake is trying to break out. I'm very excited. I'm getting excited about this one. It looks pretty damn good. I just bought 12,000 shares of this lake. It's a thin name. Partials? Well, like GBTC, I only sold 3% of my position. I think this thing could double, triple. I think it could. So I'm just selling. I'm up a little bit over 10% on it. I just sold like 3% or so, just a tiny bit. But it depends on the stock and what my target is, etc., etc. It just depends. There are no hard rules. Like if I see something have a lot of potential, I try to sell a little bit slower. And if something, I mean, if I look at something like Square that I bought yesterday, I just don't see that much potential in it. I think can it go up 20 or maybe even 30%? I mean, sure. Or let's say 15-20% realistically would be this thing is probably not going to double here, right? It's just not. It's already a triple, quadruple from the March lows, and like if I can get another 15-20% out of it, that's nice. So if it goes up 5%, I'll probably sell like 20% of my position or something. Same goes for a Peloton, which I bought yesterday. Like if I can get 20-25% move, hey, that's a big move. I'll be happy with it. I'm not looking for a double. But GBTC, I'm looking for a double or triple. It's just, I mean, it's a huge chart. Look at this base it's coming out of. Now, actually, don't look at GBTC. It's irrelevant. Look at Bitcoin, BTC USD. That's much more relevant. Last time it ran, mid 2019, this thing went up 240%, and now it's just coming out of a big base. Like, why can't it go up 100%, right? So that's what I'm looking for. That's why I'm selling very, 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 very slowly. X1 SUV do they have a fully electric X1? But what about the iX3? Isn't that one fully electric? That's like an X3, right? It doesn't look great. I don't think it looks great. The new the 7 series? Oh, okay, nice. iX3, they discontinued it? What do you mean? They just released it? They just announced the pricing and everything. They didn't discontinue it. Am I missing something? It's all over their webpage. Oh, I3. Okay, yeah. Now I'm getting a little bit of like look at Shopify and Melee. They both I got stopped out of both and they just keep going. This thing reports in 2 days. When does Shopify report? Tomorrow. Tomorrow? No, not tomorrow. Thursday or tomorrow too. Tomorrow and Thursday are gonna be the biggest earnings days of the earnings season. I'm gonna try to be at the computer like 30 minutes earlier than I usually am. So I've been kind of late lately. I've been slacking a little bit. Can't slack during earnings season. Gotta be early. Is Coupa reclaiming the 20-day? Doku. Fastly looks, yeah. A lot of stocks are just very, very, very strong. They're reclaiming left and right. And now Kodak is weakening a little bit. PA? Yeah, it bounced, or it got rejected off the 20 EMA, the downsloping 20 EMA. Yeah, I just don't wanna. I don't wanna gamble into earnings. Like this thing could gap up to 185. You know, it's just too hard. Or it could gap down to 150. Like I don't wanna gamble. You know, if it had gone down to like say 160 or sub 160 today, right? Then I would have maybe held it into earnings partial size because then I would have a profit cushion. But right here, it's just too hard. I'm not a gambler. I'm a trader, and it just makes no sense. PRTS. Oh, that's the one. Oh, I was actually thinking about this one a couple of days ago, and I didn't remember the ticker. Yeah, guys, you gotta learn this setup. Like this was like abnormally perfect. You don't get these, like these perfect ones very often. But this is called a high tide flag. We have a big move, and then it gets tighter and tighter. And it surfs on the 20-day and eventually breaks out. It's the same pattern as, or similar pattern to T-Dog a couple of months ago. This one wasn't as, this was also pretty much perfect. To Livongo also a couple of months ago. Like you gotta learn, if you just have to trade one pattern, this is it. This is it, okay? This is it. You gotta make millions. You don't have to trade anything else. Like there are many examples of there are variations of it, obviously. Okta is also a similar one, not as long of a base. Oh, Tesla, obviously. Tesla was a perfect one when we bought it here. Big move, it gets tighter and tighter, it builds higher lows, surfs above the 20-day and then breaks out. Like PRTS was obviously, it's a micro cap name. That's why it was so perfect. Not as many eyes on it, etc. And look at this. It's now up what? 53% from the breakout. If you need to learn one setup, that's it. That is it. That is it. Nothing else required. You gotta be on those things. Gotta be on those things. No, I really didn't struggle with selling everything. What I did, I kind of, like sold partials, but I really don't remember. It was like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. I really don't remember. It was a process. It took me like a year or two to transition from purely day trading to mostly swing trading and position trading. Don't really remember the details, to be honest. This W looks great. This thing is up. It's almost up 1000% from the March lows. And this thing just keeps riding the 20-day. Look at this. It keeps building higher lows. And it has a flat base breakout here. It's kind of a base on a base kind of a thingy. I mean, this thing could go to 300 if it starts, if it starts going. I mean, from yesterday. We'll see. AVLR had a perfect bounce off the 50-day moving average 2 sessions ago. Perfect. Just absolutely perfect. Okay, Mara is now going. Riot is still lagging a bit. CCL got rejected right at the 20 EMA on the 60-minute chart. Now if it reclaims that, I'm probably gonna size down or just close it. And if it closes strong, I'm gonna get rid of it too. Maybe, we'll see. Blink is trying to go. Low volume, but it's trying to go. I'm gonna do some watch list cleaning, back watch list cleaning. Oh, Dxcm is starting to trigger. I'm gonna raise this alert. 30th. Wow, I should have bought this breakout on NIO 30th of June. It more than doubled in just 2 weeks. I was very close buying it. It looked great on the 60-minute chart and everything. You can clearly see it here. This is where it broke out. It had a big move. it doubled, more than doubled in just like 3 weeks or so. Went sideways, kept building higher lows, and then it had a big, breakout, nice little breakout candle on the 60-minute chart. And I was looking at it here in the 730s, 740s, 750s. I'm like, nah, it's not gonna follow through. And it goes up another 120% in 2 weeks. This is something you gotta do if you wanna be a successful trader. You gotta you gotta keep track of like breakouts and gap ups with news, and just go back like a month later and see how they did. Like Soxel 30th of June, another one I passed on. All the semi stocks and this one broke out that day. This FCX looks interesting. Oh, that's the day I bought BE. So I've been in BE for almost a month now. Okay. This IPHI is getting super tight. Very liquid, but getting super tight here. W taking out yesterday's highs, or at least trying to. Dxcm, oh man, this one looks good. It just keeps right. This is one that keeps riding the 50-day. Oh man, it looks so good. Look how it keeps bouncing off the 50-day, and now it's getting tight. I'm not gonna buy it here. I'm already have a lot of long exposure since yesterday, but man, it looks good. Wow, Mara is going now. That's nice. If Riot could follow, that would be even better. Lake is trying to go. Lake could easily go to 30 plus. APT keeps grinding higher. I think both APT and Lake, they're gonna go to 35, 40. Like there's a lot of mask shortage, and they both make masks, so we'll see. It's like this OMI, underfollowed stock, and they report blowout earnings, and it just goes nuts. Oh, Dxcm has earnings today. Oh, thanks. This is what I have the Twitch chat for. Thanks. They're gonna report after it close. Okay, I'm gonna watch it. If it gaps up like to the 440s, like high 440s or something, I'm not interested if it gaps up like 20%. But if it gaps up like a little bit, like 3-5%, I may buy it opening range highs. But if it gaps up like 20%, I won't touch it. 20%, that would be like over 500. Yeah, I won't touch it. Oh, Dxcm, this is the one we bought on earnings here. Oh my god. Where did I think I sold it like low 200s or 220s or something. And now it's sold 430. Yeah, this is the one that broke out. This is technical analysis 101. It's just basic technical analysis. This is the weekly chart. It built higher lows for a year, took out a range that was over a year long, got tighter and tighter, and then it had blowout earnings. And it just keeps going. Like if you like to trade off the weekly chart, you can build strategies. like with a really wide stop, like a position trading type of a strategy. There's so many ways you can skin these things. So many ways to make money in the markets. But the momentum stocks, like the growth names, those are the ones to be in. Right now, obviously, the growth names are like internet and software related, but between 2003 2007 it was the oil, gas and commodity names, shippers, solar. Now it's mostly like 2013 to 2015 it was biotechs. Now it's software and internet related things. So every like market cycle has its own growth leaders, and you gotta like be on top of those. You have to track those. Kodak. Oh, now it's fading. Yeah. Uh-huh. Well, what can I say? I got stopped out. Took a $93,000 loss on it. Oh man, Mara. Like Riot and Mara both had insane volume. They had both had the highest volume days they've ever had. Not even close. Not even close. Like these things could really go. I'm gonna try be, slow selling both of them. I actually added to both of them about midday when they dipped a little bit. So I'm long 150k Mara and 60,000 shares of Riot. I really hope they can go double, triple from here. $6 million offering. Yeah, he traded more than $100 million worth of shares yesterday, so that 6 million should have been easily absorbed. Spotify, oh man, these growth stock software internet related names, they just keep popping one by one. Like the Spotify just riding the 20-day, had an undercut here, had an undercut here, now it reclaimed. I mean, there's so many good looking charts out there. They're just so strong. Now question is, are they gonna have follow through if they break out, because these bases are not very long. But I mean, look, it's just they look powerful. They really look powerful. They really do. This Can, it's a Chinese crypto miner, I think, yeah. Or they doing Bitcoin mining machines. This one is moving also for obvious reasons. This Amazon looks amazing. Pretty much looking like a high tide flag. It just can't get below the 20-day. They have earnings in 2 days. Okay, I'm gonna do one more scan here. What's this? Excel. Okay, I'm gonna cut the stream now. It's gonna be very slow rest of the day probably, like always. Thanks for joining, and I'll see you tomorrow.